Before I start my review, I just personally want to thank Romero at Romero Movie News for hooking up me, Big Gabe at Stuff Free Entertainment, and Derek Easley. He gave us the great opportunity to go to the theater that he actually works at and see the brand new film, Thor, The Dark World, which is the brand new sequel kind of to the Avengers and also to the 2011 film Thor. Personally, my favorite superhero movie of 2011. I really loved the first Thor. I had a lot. It had a lot of great humor. I loved the characters, and it took an idea that I thought would not work on the screen and made it believable, made it exciting, and I enjoyed the love story, the cheesy love story that happened. There's a lot of great humor. That whole fish out of water scenario just really worked for me. So I was extremely excited for Chris Hemsworth to get back into the role for the third time, because he did it in Thor and the Avengers, and now we have Thor: The Dark World, but it's with a new director. This director is Alan Taylor, who worked on Game of Thrones, which I'm not really aware of. I mean, I've never seen the show before, but I'm really looking forward to someday watching it. Maybe when it's all finished and it's done, I'll sit back and just enjoy it for what it is. I don't know much about it, I don't know all the secrets, and I don't want to know. With the brand new sequel to Thor, the brand new film, everybody pretty much comes back in the film. Natalie Portman, Stellan Skarsgård, Chris Hemsworth, Rene Russo, the guy who played Loki. I can't remember his name. I'm sorry, I can't remember Loki's name, but great actor. He's a great guy who plays Loki. I love Loki. I love him. I love the actor. I just can't remember his name right now. And Anthony Hopkins. So yeah. So this story, I don't know how I can explain the plot of Thor: The Dark World. It involves evil elves and Loki somehow, and it's all trying to save the world of Asgard and also save the world of the Nine Realms and also save Earth. Now, I'm not a comic book guy. I never really say that I ever was, so I just want a film that can take someone, just the average filmmaker, the average filmgoer, and bring them into this world for the very first time, or for the second time, since we did get to see a little bit of Asgard the first movie. We got to see more Earth, but now we're going to see more of Asgard, as Natalie Portman, for some reason, something's inside of her, and she has to go to Asgard, and Thor has to help her out, and all that good stuff. But in this film, we get to see more of Asgard than we do Earth. It does go back and forth, and I think it does a really decent job of doing that, to get you to care about what's going on in Earth and what's going on in Asgard. But for me, it took about 45 minutes for it finally to find its footing and get me to care about this story. There was a lot going on. They were showing all these different weird names to, I guess, the realms, and I'm not really familiar with that, so I'm not a comic book guy. So someone who is a comic book guy that kind of understands the story, if you're that person, please comment below. Let me know what you thought of this movie. I'd be really curious to know, because for just an average guy that just goes to the movies and sees these films, I was a little lost, I have to say. I was a little confused at times, especially what was really going on in this movie. I didn't understand it all, but luckily in the last hour, I think the last hour, it gets really strong. Some of the humor finds itself. The Stan Lee cameo is great. There's another great cameo that I don't want to say that's in this film, but let's just say there's another Avenger that shows up in this film, and it's pretty damn cool. But I felt like once the movie started to find its footing in the second act, I was starting to understand what was going on, even though I can't really tell you what this movie's about. But as an entertainment level, it had it in the final hour of the film. There is some good humor, some good story structure, some good plot scenarios and solutions that were happening to the story that I was like, okay, I'm finally getting to what this movie's about. I'm finally understanding what this film is, what is happening here. And I like the chemistry between Natalie Portman and Chris Hemsworth. I really like their chemistry, even though it's still just a cheesy love story. But I even like the fact, I want to mention that they give Rene Russo, who is one of my favorite actresses, especially from the 90s, they give her a bigger part. They give her more importance. She doesn't just have one line like she did in the first film. She has more to do. It just lacks the really fun factor that I really enjoyed from the first film. It just doesn't, the humor doesn't work at times. It just feels like it's all over the place. The story is really hard to follow. And maybe if you're a person that knows the comic books and knows the history of Thor, you're going to get everything, you'll understand, and this movie will be amazing for you. For me, it's a solid, good movie. It does have a lot of excitement, especially near the end of the film. And for that, I am going to recommend the movie, especially to the fans, people that love this film. But I don't think this movie is as strong as the original film. I think this movie has a lot of problems, and I look forward to revisiting it very soon. But I'm not going to revisit like next week or something. It'll probably be like a couple years from now. I'd rather watch Thor from 2011 instead, or even the Avengers. I would rather probably watch the Avengers instead of watching this movie again. I really wish the villain was more compelling too. He looked cool. I mean, the makeup and the special effects are all really good. But overall, this film does fall flat in the story department, and it really fell flat with getting me to really care about what was going on. I just didn't understand. Sorry. I really tried. Overall, I was entertained, and for that, I'm going to give the film Thor: The Dark World 3 solid stars. I'm MovieManCHAD. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And please subscribe to my channel by hitting that button right there, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching my reviews. And also please go to Romero Movie News and subscribe to Romero Movie News, and go to Big Gabe and Stuff Burrito Entertainment and subscribe to Stuff Burrito Entertainment. And please go to Derek Leezy Vlogs and subscribe to there as well. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.